Hello and welcome to this part of the series. In the previous video, we saw how we can create a table in PostgreSQL. In this video, we are going to be looking at how we can insert data into the table we created. We created the employee table. If you missed out on that video, please check the link in the description below so you can go through the process of how to create a table, and then you come to this video where we actually insert data into the table we created. So the data which we are going to be inserting is same as the data last time. So we have the ID, it is an employee data. We have the ID 1, name James, age 34, and position accountant. And to insert this, we are going to be using this syntax. The syntax says insert into table. Then we have to specify the table name, in our case employee. Then we have to specify the columns, column 1, column 2, column 3. So our columns in this case will be the ID, the name, the age, and the position. And then after specifying the columns, you have to specify the value for each column. So column 1 will have its corresponding value, column 2 will have its corresponding value, and column 3 will have its corresponding value. I know you might not understand this, so let me show you the practical use case. So here, this is how we are going to use it in order to insert data into our table. So you see we have insert into table name, which is employee. Then our first column, column 1 is the ID, column 2 is the name, column 3 is the age, then we have column 4 which is position. And now the values for column 1, the value will be the ID 1. For column 2, the value will be the name, which is James. Column 3, it will be the age, which is 34, and the fourth column will be the position, which is an accountant. So let's see how we can insert it into our table. So to insert that into our table, we simply need to use the command create insert into the table name, which is employee. So insert into employee, then we need to specify the columns which we want to insert. We have to insert the ID column, we also have to insert the name column, then we need the age column, and lastly position column. Then once we have specified the columns, the next thing we need to do is to specify the values needed. So we need to specify the values for the column, and our first value for the ID column will be 1. Then for the name column we have James. For the age column we have the age of which is 34, and then for position we have accountant. So we then have our syntax there, and don't forget to end it with a semicolon. So this is the syntax we are going to use. So insert into employee. The columns which we want to insert into are the ID column, name, age, position, and then the values which we are trying to insert corresponding to the columns. So ID 1, name James, age 34, and position accountant. So if I hit enter, then you see it shows here insert 01, which means that we have successfully inserted the data into our table. So now to see this data in the table, we have to use a command which is known as the select command. So to view this data, we use the command select star from then our table name, which is employee, and then don't forget your semicolon. So select star from employee is going to read the data from the employee table. So if you now hit enter, you now see that our table has one record, and this record is of ID 1, the name James, age 34, and position accountant. So this is how we can insert data into the table. So let's say we want to insert the data of a second worker. I want you to pause the video and try using what you learned to insert this new worker to the table. A worker with ID 2, name Mary, age 28, and position manager. Pause the video and try doing it, and when you're done, you come for the solution. Okay, so let's insert the data into our table. So what we want to do is we want to insert into table. So we want to insert into our employee table, and what we want to insert, the columns which we want to insert an ID, the name, age, position, and then for the values we want to insert the ID 2, the name would be Mary, the age will be 28, and then the position manager. So this is the syntax. Don't forget the semicolon. So we want to insert into the employees table the column ID, name, age, position with the values ID 2, name Mary, age 28, and position manager. So if you hit enter, you now see it shows insert 01, which means you have successfully inserted the data into the table. So to read that, we use the select command. So select star from employee and then enter. So you see now that we have two records in our database, the first with ID 1 James and the second with ID 2 Mary. As a takeaway challenge, try inserting these two records into the employees table before the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.